Hey guys, welcome to Wonderville Studios. Today is Monster Monday and going to introduce you to Rainier. Rainier is the joke teller of the monster group and loves to tell jokes. The only thing is, all the jokes are horrible. They are not what you would call funny, but he hosts a local TV show called Scribbled in the Doodleverse here, and he just loves to make people laugh and has a huge sweet tooth for cotton candy. So, this is Rainier, and we're going to, today, draw a new monster. So get your markers, get your paper, get ready to draw. Alright guys, so let's see, today, let me fix this paper real quick. So today, let's draw ourselves. I was thinking about this a little bit today, how we could draw a little bit of a different monster. So let's have the idea that this monster is something that just kind of just dropped, and he's a big, he like splat. So he's kind of like he or she, whichever way you want to go. It's kind of like a big glob of jelly. So think about like that. So that's kind of the mindset we're going to go with here. That he just was kind of dropped, and he's a big blobby guy. So we're going to draw lots of curvy things here today. So the first thing we could do is we could just start out with just this big curve, right? Doesn't really matter what kind of curve that you put on it. So again, think about it. It's laying there, so we want to make sure that it's got another little bump out here and maybe one more little bump, okay? And then you can kind of draw another line here and a line here. And when you do this, when they intersect like this marker no good. When they intersect like this, if you kind of just draw like a little bit of a bump in there, it makes it look like there's a little bit of a fold, a little bit of roundness to it. And then when it meets up here, let's draw ourselves a little bit of a circle like that. And again, another bump down and another bump here. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, we got our guy here that has a little shape. So you can kind of think about him just being almost like you could draw some little circles around here if you want. Like maybe, you know, you think about like Jello. If you drop it, it gets these little pieces that fit other places. I'm going to draw, you can draw with me if you want, a shape like that. And I'm going to draw another shape just like that over here. Okay? You'll see what those will be in a second. And then what we could do is draw in these hands right here. Maybe he's got like hands here, another hand here. Okay. You can kind of start to see it come together here maybe. And then we're going to draw, you need some eyes, right? And why not a big smile? And maybe since he's gloopy, his ears should be kind of droopy. Droopy gloopies ears. Alright. And let's give him some teeth because, you know, why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. So then you can, if you kind of want to just draw like some shapes like that in there, that's cool. You can just, you know, visualize him being maybe just, and you gonna kind of just play around with it a little bit. There's really zero when you're working with a blobby thing like this, a right answer to what it should be. Or with any time you're drawing a monster, it could be anything you want it to be. Oh, I'm really doing it just draw one with you, and you could feel free to make up your own as you wish. And another thing there. Alright. So this, going back to this, I'm just going to make these like they're his feet that came out here. If you draw some little lines like this around the edges, it kind of looks like, that makes it like it's vibrating. Maybe like that he just dropped in. You can draw lines like this, down, which kind of shows that it landed like that, right? And then we can maybe make his little blobby thing have a friend that's chilling with him. Yay! And that's really it for the blobby monster. I mean, there's not much to a blobby monster. It's one of those easier ones that you can draw that you because you can make it anything that you want it to be. You know, there are tons of possibilities to create your blobby characters. You know, think about if you're just thinking about something that's like Jello-y, something that's just, you know, fun. If you look at Jello and all that stuff like that, it could just wiggle and do its thing. There's no real answer to what is or isn't a blobby jelly monster. And it's really just about showing up and practicing and just making something, right? So today is one of those days where we are just making something. And that's cool. There's no wrong answer when you're being creative. Just create. That's it. That's the answer. So that, guys, is it for today's drawing. Blobby monster achievement unlocked. Good job. Love to hear what you think in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know, some days you just show up and you do the drawings and you just make a blobby character just for fun. And I think that's exactly what we did. I think I got a little bit of a animal-ish, blobby kind of guy that I'm happy with, and hopefully you're happy with the one that you drew. So make sure you're waking up each day and you're happy, you're being positive, and you're being that weird you want to see in that world, because that weird stuff that's stuck inside your head is exactly what we're waiting to see from you. I will see you tomorrow.